It's AdamHarry from BoLS, and I'm back with another BoLS overview. Today we're looking at the latest No Quarter. This is issue number 68, the September time frame issue. This should be in stores by the time you see this. It's pretty good chunk of goodies from Privateer Press. Of course, this is their No Quarter magazine. So I'm going to flip through. I want to show off the table of contents. I like this, by the way. They've been doing this, the Juggernaut's Journeys, so it's funny. Want to show off the meat and potatoes of this book, which is going to be just the different table of contents stuff going on. We've got all the new releases, the editorials, which we'll briefly touch on. We have another Gavin Kyle files, which I really like. This one focuses on the Black 13th, some list building 101 tips, Grandmaster competition. They talk about the painting there at Gen Con. Guts and Gears, they show off the new Hellmouth tournament triple threat. Kador, they actually break that down with different playstyles and things like that. It's interesting. There's, of course, a battle report, and then we talk about the Skull Island expeditions, some cool terrain tips for making trees, which I really appreciate when they do stuff like that. Iron Kingdoms Uncharted Part 2, which is a continuing series, and then painting and just some player gallery, and followed up with some painting challenges here. So lots of really cool stuff. Again, we're not going to go through every page, but we're just going to flip through some cool stuff. There's the new releases. So a lot of these are reprints or resculpts coming out for previous casters. So it's not really new, but they're out there now. So we do have the Man of War Shock Trooper Officer, which is pretty good. He's actually a resin/metal model. Then they have the new Druid Mist Riders, which are coming now in plastic. And then, of course, the giant hero Tiburon, not hero, but War Beast special. Some new products coming out there. The Black River Irregulars for Undercity, which is cool. And then 2 new books. The Black 13th, again, the Gavin Kyle files, if you're not familiar, it's kind of an in-universe breakdown of a specific unit or War Beast, something like that. They're really cool, really great narrative to kind of build out the world. So if you get a chance, that's always a really good read. List Building 101, just going to talk how to do that. Basically, it talks about the 3 different styles of War Machine, types of play for list building, whether you want to do an assassination, and then breaks that down further, attrition, victory, and then control, and how to make those kind of things work. There's also the idea of a 4th methodology, which combines 2 out of those 3 into a kind of a lists hybrid. So it's really kind of personal preference there if you want to try to pull it off. Have some awesome looking models that were submitted. This is the Grandmaster painting, I believe, for Gen Con. So just fantastic models. I'm not going to show off all those just because people work really hard on this magazine and you should go check it out. The Hellmouth, this is the Guts and Gears. This is just a quick breakdown of the Hellmouth and why it's kind of creepy and cool. I've done an unboxing of that model. It is crazy. They do a quick painting guide for you too. This is a lot of fun. There's tons of details, by the way, on the Hellmouth sculpts. Getting to look at it up close and personal. Just the skin. I don't know how they got that effect on the skin with it's fantastic. It's a fantastic kit. Yeah, and then they show like the finished product here, and it just looks really cool. This is the list building for the Kador triple threat. So goes through 75-point list for an assassination, an attrition list, again touching on the subjects from earlier, list building 101, and a control list. So pretty cool stuff. Legends Never Die. This is a battle report. I believe this is Signar versus, was it Circle? No, Crix. Okay, yeah. Couldn't remember off the top of my head, but there you have it. There's the Crix list you can see right there. It's a 75-point game versus the Signar list, also 75 points. So, yeah, I'm skipping ahead a little bit here. I don't want to ruin the battle report. That's part of the fun. Black Dogs, the Skull Island Expedition. Who are the Black Dogs? Well, they're going to be featured in the Undercity Black River Irregulars Hero Expansion. The basic terraining. These articles are really cool. This is just about how to make some really cool trees, working with a pre-made armature here, or if you want to do like wire, making your own wire armatures and stuff like that, which I guess if you have copper wire laying around, you want to give it a whirl, literally, because you're whirling it together, you can do that. covering the frame. This is really cool stuff. Anyway, the end results are actually pretty nice. You see there. I actually recommend with the wire frame too to actually have like a rock or something that you can literally wrap the roots around to help out with the stability. This is a quick excerpt from Mark of Cain, which I'm not going to spoiler for you guys. And then we have the Iron Kingdom's Uncharted again. Series of articles talking about the pirate's life. This is the second one. The part one was in the previous issue. So, and again, it's got some NPCs for the Iron Kingdom's role-playing game and some other cool stuff in there. New creatures to fight. Gotta have those. Yeah, fun times. The pins that were super popular. But that's pretty much it for this book. This magazine. It's a really good pickup if you were a big fan of the Iron Kingdom's Private Press stuff. Definitely check it out. It's got some neat previews in there. Just again, for me, I think the best article in there is probably the Gavin Kyle Files. Again, that series is fantastic. It really gets you wrapped up in the world building that Private Press has done. So it's good stuff. So go check it out. It should be in stores and newsstands now. This is AdamHarry from BoLS. Sign off. Have a good one.